First time
If I could have done a spit take right there, I would have.
I know. It's like, what? That's a thing anymore?
Curler does things? So crazy.
Came in clutch about a few hours ago. So we're talking about rolling styles, and twofold. One, we talked about we only do things generally for like white belts on the show.
Yeah,
Maybe
we got
young blue belts,
we're gonna start expanding.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, we'll kind of talk about like as you progress. Two, there's a little bit of a conversation in Flick Chat, which I was going to read that had it not been for the Croiler pro tip.
yeah, I read that actually.
Yeah, so some people think going a little bit too lackadaisical all the time, it's not good for their jiu-jitsu, and like,
well, it explains why you're terrible.
Yeah. It's a thing. So me personally, I don't like rolling hard. Like,
no, it's just not your thing.
Yeah, if I did, 75% max,
Yeah.
and then flow rolls, I'd be happy with that. But it's because I've hurt myself so much in the past.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done with that. I don't want any more to do with that, so I don't want to test myself. I've already done that, and it hasn't been good.
I tested myself, failed.
Yeah, fail. Yeah, exactly. I tested.
Clearly failed.
Fail stamp.
Hurt myself
fail.
multiple times in different places, different
Exactly.
ways. I'm good.
Yeah, I don't need that anymore. That being said, am I just being ridiculous about it? Because eventually you should be good enough to roll 100% and not
Hurt yourself.
And not, if somebody else is rolling 100%, they shouldn't be able to hurt you. So I think there's...
Ooh, that's tough. So how do you get there without... Yeah, that's a tough one.
So I didn't get there
I guess
until...
we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. But yeah, do your thing first, and then we'll discuss.
TopMountApparel.com.
Get some.
Top Mount is our done favoritist ever gear. I already got
I just wanted to catch it.
That is true.
Hold on.
Can you throw it? And the return closer. It was better than the last throw.
It was.
The last throw was a little sketch. But anyways, check them out. We actually sold another hat, if everybody saw that.
Also proud of that.
Along with one of the Jiu-Jitsu It's Not Karate t-shirts available on topmountapparel.com. GD10 at checkout will save yourself a few dollars. To the Top is their podcast. They're doing a great job. They're kind of traveling around with the restrictions that they have, but they're still doing it and getting some new people to talk to. It's kind of fun. And we love them. You guys will too. What's my favorite thing on there? I do like their hoodies and their new jogger sweatpants are sweet. I wear them a lot.
Is that the one I have?
Yes.
Yes.
I
love them.
Great for leg day. Just going to mention that.
Yeah, he did post that. Leg day.
Your
Great
legs
for leg
can
day.
swollen them.
Yeah.
Nice.
You just look better.
They stretch a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about like
so the blood
expanding
is
way
pumped.
too much.
Yeah, exactly. I get it.
Clang and bang.
Clang and Bay, baby.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
I don't know what kind of gym you guys are going to, but that shouldn't be happening.
Like to get in the leg sled.
The leg sled, the
Leg
thing you made
sled.
fun of.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's dumb.
But it doesn't hurt my knee, so it's okay.
Oh, nice. I love how he mocks it, but he'll do it. It's fine.
Yeah, I do a lot of dumb
fine.
things. Whatever.
Yep. But Top Mount Apparel is doing a lot of fitness stuff. Very cool. And they did a skateboard thing. Hey, guess what? You can talk about it now.
Oh. I thought I dodged the bullet with Roy saying it wasn't a secret. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Then Al's like,
Al comes in
clearly that's a problem.
It's like, you did what? I'm like, oh, damn it. So I felt bad, and I'm like, okay, it's good. And then I felt
it's
bad
bad again.
again. Like, I'm sorry, Al.
Yeah, we are the
Sorry.
worst sponsored
Well,
group. Good job, buddy. We ruin things.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Hey, Groove Life.
Yeah, want us to ruin you too? Bring it on.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Moving on.
It's terrible. Anyways, Tap tape. The tap tape available on Amazon. Not right now, but it will be someday. Yeah, just sort of saw the thing. But we love Mike, so sooner or later it will be back. We will let you know. We'll keep this brief because, it's not there right now. But hey, if you never know when someone's going to listen to this. We just got a message that somebody just got through all the episodes. I'm very excited.
Damn.
Yeah. There's
He
a
hates
lot
himself.
of freaking episodes. Shit.
185?
185? We're at 185?
I think this would be
185.
Is it? We need to do a giveaway for 200, right? Yeah.
That's on Austin.
Yes. Austin? Think we can pull that off?
What are we giving away?
A hat. We have extras.
Hey, it's true. It is true. People don't. People just go, I don't want that. I'm not applying for said.
No, that hat is stupid. Hurt and offended.
Just have to talk to Al. So just reach out to Al.
Cool.
He'll make it happen.
Sweet.
Al, we're going to be reaching out. Anyways, then we have Blackline Jiu-Jitsu where we trained. Austin and I were there the other day. Not sure if we were supposed to, but we were there.
How'd that go for you?
Really well.
How'd that go for Austin?
I nearly killed Austin.
I mean, I survived.
It was great.
It was great. There's a wall there. Didn't see it coming.
Well, the problem was we were by, it was Chad and somebody else. And they're both big. So we both, the little people of me and Austin just huddled in a corner to roll.
And they're higher belts.
Yeah, and they're higher belts, so we gave them space. And it was lame. So we didn't have a lot of room.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Oh, they put two babies in a corner.
Two babies were in a corner.
And I threw them into a wall. It was fun.
I survived.
I mean, it was good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
I came back the next day
Hey,
That is true. He did.
for Nogi.
Yeah. You were there on Thursday, too, weren't you? No, you weren't. No, I was there on Thursday.
I don't know why I didn't go Thursday.
I don't know. Jiu-Jitsu rules. Anyways, but come visit us in just south of Grand Rapids, Michigan. We would love to see you. Not currently, but sometime. Ever, maybe? Hopefully. Come on up. Then we have Croyler Gracie, which he did supply, obviously.
boom, son.
Yeah, so we do appreciate it. Just Jiu-Jitsu is his podcast. Then he has beautiful seminars whenever he can start traveling again. They are great if you guys are ever in the North Indiana area.
He's open,
Definitely-
so go do a
you
private.
can go see him.
Yeah.
Get a private lesson from that dude. It'll blow your mind. Do it on Worm Guard.
He loves that.
Yeah,
think
he'll
it's his favorite.
love it. He will not. Will not.
He'll that's what you want to learn.
I mean,
All right.
or Donkey Guard. Try that one. Yeah.
That's
Take
my
Donkey
favorite.
Guard
Yeah.
to Croyler.
If I could do Donkey Guard, I would. Just for funsies.
It looks so dumb.
That's why I would do it.
Yeah. Is it really a thing, though?
Yeah.
Or is it more of a joke?
Because
Because it looks like a joke.
People that can do it, do it.
Was it Jones that started doing it?
No.
No. What was his name?
Damn it.
Oh, shit.
Look up Donkey Guard.
Yeah,
it'll-
because he's like the first guy that he
Yeah.
literally tried in a competition.
We're both having a brain fart. 'cause
Yeah.
I know who it is.
He's super fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, I like watching
Jeff
him.
Glover.
That's it. Yep.
Got it.
Yep.
He's funny shit to watch.
Yeah, he
Because
tried to
he'll
do-
lose, but he loses fantastically.
I like when he tried to do that with Kyotera.
Yes.
And he just kind of like taps
Yeah.
him on the butt like, nah, dude.
I'm
It's
not doing that.
like, I know what you're doing here. Yeah, we're not gonna.
I love
do that.
jiu-jitsu. It's so much fun.
It is fun. Yeah. All right. So we good?
I think
got
so.
through 'em all?
Yeah, we got through them all.
All right. Sweet.
It's a short trip now. I like it.
So, rolling styles. Like as we said before, we on this show tend to like to keep it slower paced. We're old, we're dads, it's just a hobby, we're not doing competition, we don't take it very seriously.
Austin will turn it up, but
Well, he does competitions.
Yeah.
Well, not very many because of current climate.
Yeah, there
you
was
did
one.
2, didn't you?
I've done 3.
Oh, you did 3. Okay.
There was one this past weekend I was going to go to, and then after talking with Frank, it just seemed kind of fishy. The
Oh,
way-
really?
Well, so it was going to be in Paw Paw, which is like 45 minutes
Yeah, it's
south
not
of
bad.
us.
Yeah, right
Not
down
bad
by
at all.
where I work.
And then they moved it into like the northern part of the thumb of Michigan, or like the
Whoa.
I don't even know what to call that area. It was way up here in the middle of nowhere.
It's north of Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like,
That's a long ways, man.
it's a
at
long
that
way,
point.
and COVID, you just don't know the rules right now, so it's like, I'm gonna pass.
Well,
You can't touch each other.
when you guys posted that for this, we're in Michigan. If you guys didn't know, I thought it was weird that there were tournaments going on. I'm like, gyms aren't really supposed to be open. How are you running a tournament?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, isn't it though?
I think a lot of people just don't care anymore. Like they do what they want.
Oh, there's a lot of people that just don't give a crap
dude,
anymore.
I get it. Now people got.
Oh no, it's
money.
hard, man.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to get in trouble for something, it's not going to be because I rolled in a jiu-jitsu tournament.
Right.
Like, let's
Yeah,
make it
fair
worth
enough.
my time.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
All right. So
You'll get a participation medal. It's fine.
well, that was hurtful. All right, rolling styles. So,
I was going positive.
oh, I mean, trophy's a trophy. I'll take it. All right. So before we start, I want to apologize for my absence. Trust me, it was as painful for me as it was for all of you to listen to articles, air quotes, they have been using, saving a few good ones from Paul Elliott. Suck up. It's been mostly
He's my
just
friend. I'm
painful.
going to be nice to him. Me.
He's not wrong. Some of those articles, I'm like,
Oh, they're
all
bad.
right.
But that's the only thing is
All right,
we almost have more fun with the crap ones.
It does give us some material.
Yeah,
Like
it's
even if
good.
it's terrible. Like
Oh yeah, we tear those more apart.
All right. So I also want to thank Paul Elliott for helping the GDs out of their time of need and helping the show's quality. We actually appreciate that too.
We do
So,
too, actually.
All right, so-
that's true. That's true.
Paulie asked me to touch on the subject that we have already discussed in an earlier episode, how one should roll. So instead of going through the same types of rolling styles, I will instead discuss the mentalities behind each style, such as pros and cons, and the whys and wins and whys instead of the hows and whats. Anyways, let's get into it. So, it's important to understand that every rolling style has its benefits, and as such, their own time and place. However, they all have their downside as well. So the first one we're going to get into is the very, very aggressive. Like the people that just get after it, Roy. Because
It looks like Roy's that guy, Mr. I got black eyes like 2 weeks in a row. You get that at work? Nope.
Yeah. Well, we have him in our gym too, and God bless him. I love him. You know what I mean? And if you want to get after it, more power to you.
For sure.
Just do it with him.
Yeah.
Because I'm not interested in that.
I don't know. He's hurt too. We are horrible as a group.
Yeah.
He has one eye at this point. He's a pirate.
My eye's fine.
Is
Went
it?
to the ophthalmologist. I mean,
Oh.
I still have like a blurry spot,
Oh, okay.
but they're just like upping my glasses on the one side. So
Does it help? Oh, they're
Yeah.
going to, I should
Yeah.
say. Oh, cool.
on Tuesday, it'll be great. I'll see things.
Less priority. I was hoping for an iPad.
So was I. R80. All right. So aggressive, 100% competition mindset. Pros: battle test your jiu-jitsu game under extreme pressure. This ensures that you have an exact idea of how your game will perform under duress. Good point. So
Yeah.
with me, I have a decent idea. You know what I mean? Like I think it'll. I've rolled hard enough in the past to understand that I suck. Right?
Well, you've rolled with Jesse. There's no choice but to roll hard.
True.
He doesn't have an in between.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you get
In a
just
good
get,
way.
You
He
get
beats the living crap.
right.
out
You
of
get you get paired with the people that don't have anything under 100%. Like
Yeah.
if you roll with them,
Yeah.
it's just if you don't fight 100%, you're going to either get hurt or definitely lose. Which again, we don't have a problem with losing.
No, don't care about that at all.
I say that until my ego goes, "Hey, I'm alive." You know what I mean?
Mine changed a lot when I got hurt. Like
Yeah.
when I got seriously injured to the point where my doctor was like, "Yeah, you can't do that anymore." I'm like,
But
"That's
if-
a sweet suggestion you
So
had there."
do you just stop the roll and tap out and be done with it, or do you?
I just don't roll.
Gotcha. Well, so if you start a roll and they amp it up, what do you do?
Oh, if I don't know him, I don't roll with him.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's actually fair because
yeah,
by this time you know who's.
I just pass.
Yeah.
And so I was there on Tuesday, and Chad wants the upper belts rolling with white belts because he doesn't want to, white on white action.
You start taking your gi
Yeah,
off.
it's like, oh, well,
Start putting
guess
them
I'm out then.
See ya.
And I rolled with Gabe. Is that right?
I don't know.
He's been going for
Dude,
like
I
a
haven't been
month.
there in a
I don't know.
year.
But he was within a month, like a month in. So I'm like, okay, well, I can do enough to stop. And I could. He was very aggressive. He scratched my hand, but
Yeah, before they know how to clip the nails correctly.
he caught my hand.
Yeah,
But who
we've
cares?
all been there.
And but no, he was the size that I knew I could control him if I needed to, and I did. I was like, okay, well, you're going really hard. He went after my foot, which was hilarious. So I loop choked him, and it said, "Yeah, you shouldn't be doing foot locks." That was my coaching for him. Don't do that. I go 2 reasons. That was wrong. And number 2, You can really hurt people. He goes, no, I know. I get excited.
But I seen it on Fight to Win last weekend, and I thought I could do it.
He grabbed it wrong. It was bad.
Yeah,
but that's okay. Then but I knew that. And then Dana, then in between roles, my wife being super helpful. We have a cop that goes there, and he's just strong. He doesn't do anything wrong. Like, super nice dude. It's just I didn't know him at all. Like, I don't know how he rolls. Not a clue. Looked at his build, went ahead and judged the shit out of him, and said, "You know."
So
he kind of looks at me weird. I'm like, I don't know you. I haven't watched you roll. I'm out.
So it'd be fun to throw you under the bus and mock you for this, but I get it.
Yeah.
So,
pretty stout looking kid. I'm like, no.
It's one of those. I try not to be. I try not to profile because that's wrong.
Yeah.
But
is it?
But every now and then you just kind of like, you just look at somebody, size them up, and like, no. Like, I'm not in the mood for this shit.
It's a super nice guy.
I don't want to have to fight today.
Also, listens to the show. Started listening to the show before he came to the gym.
No shit.
Yeah.
He's
like,
the one.
he was at the gym, and he goes, I felt my wife got a kick out of it because he was rolling with my wife, and they're sitting there getting ready, and he goes, I could hear them behind me go, "Oh, you're Jen. You're Jen?" And then he just immediately looks at me and goes, "Is that Kip?" I'm like, what the fuck? I turn around, I'm like, what the hell's talking about me? He's like, Grappling Dad. So I'm like, oh.
So for
sorry.
sort of the first 3 years I was there, we've been doing the show.
Yeah.
Somebody come in, and I always ask them, trying to be polite, make conversation. Hey, how'd you hear about us? And how'd you hear about jiu-jitsu? And podcast.
Jocko.
Yeah, I'm always like, yeah, which one? And they're Jocko. I'm like, every time.
Or Rogan.
Usually it was Jocko, though. I think.
Yeah, it was almost always Jocko.
Yeah, I'm like 30 for 30 Jocko.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Well, anyway, but yeah, I get your point. So you just, if I look at somebody and I think they probably don't know nothing, they're white belts, I can control them easily. That they have a certain look and air about them. I'm like, I'll roll with you. And if they don't, I'm like, see Jesse over there, he got you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and so the first roll was Gabe. I had seen him roll. So I'm like, okay, because they rolled the thing before. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Can deal with that.
Yeah.
I didn't see this other kid roll,
right,
like at all. So I'm like, and I rolled with Dana before. And I'm like, okay, we're good. But this kid I didn't know. So I probably was rude. But hey, bud, don't take it personally. You have a nice physique. How about that? I'm out.
I only didn't roll with you because you're a beautifully built man.
He's a cop.
Yeah.
He works with Kevin James. Whoops. Kevin James. Didn't mean to say his name, but hey, there you go. There's a lot of them out there. It's fine.
You and your name dropping.
So Kevin.
You can't say my name of the podcast.
Paul Blart, Mall Cop.
Yeah.
Kevin James.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Same.
I got you.
Yeah.
Good guys, though. They're not there.
So,
still.
Anyway, when you're...
Edit that out.
When you're newer, that makes more sense. Like, as you progress, that shouldn't be a factor anymore.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So when you're blue belt, dirty white belt, and by dirty I mean you've been a white belt for a while.
Yes.
And you still can't control really big aggressive people, and you're older, wiser, whatever you want to call it, apt to get hurt, already injured.
Apt to get hurt.
Yeah, apt to get hurt. Yeah, if you have those kind of issues, sometimes you can just like pass on certain roles. But I do think that as you progress, like as you're a purple belt, you shouldn't feel like I'm not going to roll with a white belt or a blue belt because they're aggressive. It shouldn't really matter at that point. You should be able to handle yourself good enough to
if mine wasn't a neck injury, it'd be different.
No, I get it. Yeah,
that's my thing. It's just like it goes badly for days afterwards. If just one simple grab of it will just for a week, and I'm like, I just can't do that anymore.
Yeah, I agree. But I guess my point is
yes, I am a wuss.
As a general rule. The darker your belt gets,
the better off.
Less you need to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the more you'll be able to handle yourself.
All right. See, battle test your jiu-jitsu under extreme pressure. This ensures you have an exact idea of how your game will perform under duress. This makes you understand how you will handle the pressure and stress of a more real role in terms of your psyche. Some people crumble under that stress and pressure, and their jiu-jitsu fades. That's true.
Yeah.
So, not that you should. But as an upper belt, you have the ability to just kind of like take the soul of the newer people. You can just crush the fun out of them. And we hear this a lot. So just because you have the ability to do that doesn't mean that you should.
No, it doesn't really help either person in the situation.
No, like I realize you get to this level where like, oh my God, I can do this. It's fun. It's like, this I can make you feel like somebody made me feel, and you had the mentality and all that to stick it out, but a lot of people don't, hence the attrition rate. So just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yes.
That being said, like you need a little bit of it though, right? It shouldn't just be an easy roll every single time. You should feel the stress, the pressure, but you should kind of like be able to build it up over time. I guess
Well, yeah, and there's also, but for me and anybody else out there that's kind of in the same boat, but there's probably plenty of them out there. I roll hard with people like Ben.
Yeah.
Him. We don't roll real hard. Most of the time it's just Tom fuckery. But it's still fun. You know, like going harder than I would with you. Not really all that hard though. But like Ben, Adam showed up. I roll with him. Me and him always roll hard together. But they also know what they're doing.
Right.
You know, they know they're not just going to grab and wrench on a freaking a neck crank or something.
After a while, you kind of understand how the human body works a little bit. Like, so like if Austin has me in a Chimera, you have me in a Chimera, and you know I'm grabbing my sleeve, and you get it to pop, you just you pop, and then you know it's done.
Go.
Yeah,
just like moving on.
But I've had it where I'm rolling with people and I let it go because you know they got it, but they like pop it and crank it. So I realize it has to do with their experience level.
Yes,
how know if they're gonna hurt me or not. So then you kind of you kind of have to be a judge of where other people are.
Yeah, and that's also you get better at that the longer you're in it too. So just keep going.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. Just keep going. It'll get better.
Yeah. Another example would be like if you're cutting an arm bar and you're doing this and it's slipping. Like some people will just go like as soon as they feel a break, they just they unlock it. They're good.
Yeah.
You know they have control. And other times I've seen people have their arm go like this way.
Oh yeah, because they just
no.
It's now affectionately called the Tony Ferguson.
Affectionately, you say.
Affectionately.
Well, all right. So, why roll like this? Because it will add extra mental pressure to your game. It develops mental fortitude and gives you more real status report of how your game would perform under duress. I like that, especially with the self-defense. So if you roll like we do just all the time and that's your status quo, and then if you happen to get into a street fight and you're just used to like, you know, kind of lazy and flowy and 60%, you know, you're going to be in for a rude awakening when somebody doesn't give a shit about your well-being.
Yeah.
So if you roll with people that, it's not that they don't give a shit about your well-being. They just can't control the, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They like to go hard, right?
They like to go hard, and there's going to be more errors within that, no matter just because.
Yeah. So rolling in such a way with other people that roll at 100%, like you know they're giving everything they got, you're giving everything you got. You know exactly where you're at, so that if I am in a fight, I'm used to it. Like I've been there. Like people generally are taking swings at your face. It's not like combat jiu-jitsu, which we love so much. But
favorite thing ever.
I love it. So. I think it prepares you more for real life, I suppose. And I think there's a lot to be said for that. You just have to be careful doing it, I suppose.
I agree. Yeah. I'm careful with everything now. I'm made of Play-Doh. It's bad.
All right. So why not roll like this? This style far inhibits growth. It also increases rate of injury and burnout. Oh, shit. This
shocker.
also creates a kill or be killed attitude, which hinders overall team growth, as the people in the bottom will quit or fade out.
Because they were the killed.
Yeah.
Over and over.
Yeah. I think a lot of schools have the kill or be killed mentality.
Oh, yeah. We've had at least 2 in our area.
Well, we've had people show up in our gym, leaving other gyms going, I couldn't do that. Like they just wanted to use me for a dummy. They didn't give a shit about my well-being.
Yeah, no.
I was their practice thing. And if I made it cool, then eventually you can be part of the team. And I think that's
I don't like that.
A huge mistake.
I don't like it. We've talked about that a bunch, though.
True that. Now, for anyone that loves rolling like this, you are thinking, well, they are weak and we don't need them. We don't need to pussify jiu-jitsu.
Wrong.
It's not about pussifying jiu-jitsu. It's about understanding the following. Some of the people that need jiu-jitsu the most are the people that aren't super competitive or that don't have that killer instinct. And that instinct needs to be developed with the help of the team. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like one of those. I learned about jiu-jitsu because of the UFC. The UFC portrays it as this family of murderers that just destroys everybody and says, you know what, we're going to have a competition and I'm going to kick everybody's ass. Also, I'm going to be the littlest dude doing it. And I'm like, oh, it's for badasses.
Yeah, that's how it is portrayed. Well, when you're intertwined with MMA, it's just going to happen.
Yeah.
It's just, they go hand in hand. So
Right.
guess what?
Yeah.
It's kind of badass.
Generally, the type of people that are drawn to jiu-jitsu are a little bit drawn to MMA.
Violence?
Violence, right? They the Mortal Kombat between humans, like they want to physically dominate another man. They want to be able to fight. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's more of a testosterone-filled person that wants to come over and now that's changing.
Right now it is.
So, well, I think that's been. This is all opinion, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I might be way off base here.
Yeah.
But I think that's been changing lately because of a lot of podcasts. It's the word is getting out.
Yep.
You got Jocko, you got Joe Rogan, and whether I agree with what they say or not, it kind of brings more people.
It brings them
into
to
the sport,
it,
right? So, but I think a lot of people that are like, yeah, I want to go fight people, have that killer instinct. Like they were wrestlers, they were football players, they're in the military, they're police officers, there's a lot of those types that we train with.
Yeah, for sure.
But to Croyler's point, like this, it was developed for people that aren't any of that. Like all those people,
Helio is not a big person, guys.
But all the people we talked about, like anybody that's been through the military, anybody that's been on a football team or a wrestling team, they can probably win a fight without jiu-jitsu. If you're just an average person, you just get an average fight.
Oh, no, you've seen even those street fights where you can tell the guy was a wrestler.
Yeah,
Like,
or football player, or just
a football
athletic.
player. Somebody that just does a shot on somebody and gets him to the ground. It's like, well, there
exactly.
you go.
Like you can tell they can't fight, but they won the fight.
Yeah.
Because most people can't fight.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
90%
said that right.
of people can't
Yeah.
fight.
But yeah, those, we get a lot of that ilk where you don't really need it. Like it's fun and it's good for you. And I think everybody needs jiu-jitsu because I think it's important to get it out there and it's good for mental health. There's, many, many other attributes other than just I can dominate another human.
Yeah.
But it's people like Austin who clearly are unathletic. They're dainty, if you will. They can't lift their own weight under a bench press. It's sad, really. So he really
can lift his own weight.
Can he? So,
I think.
oh, hey, Austin. How's it going?
Keep forgetting producer Austin's
I see
here.
you picked up a microphone.
Here to defend myself.
You lasted longer than I thought you would.
Yeah, you used to just pick on me, and then I would listen on Thursdays and be like, "Oh, haha, very funny." I'll laugh at
Yeah,
my
I can't
desk
do
at
anything
work.
now.
Now I'm here, bitches. Right in front of you. What's up?
Doesn't change anything.
I can bench my weight, 155. I got 5 reps down. I'm trying to get to
Hey,
that
you're halfway there.
elusive 10.
Yeah,
but I
I'm
can
at
do
it.
5.
All right.
I can get 0 still
My point stands.
up top.
And yet you don't mock him for his unathletic ability.
We've already been over it, though. You're like new. You're like the new
Also,
whipping boy.
I don't
That's
even
true.
try.
That's true. It's not fun.
It's not. It's like making fun of the kid for not playing soccer who never played soccer. It's
Right.
pointless.
Yeah. I mean, if you could beat Kip in a roll, I might.
He threw me in a wall.
I wanted to win.
Yeah.
I wish that was the case.
At all cost.
No.
At
I think
all
what I
cost.
texted back is like, this is the perfect way to hit a wall. Like we were just literally almost
Yeah,
full
we were just
rolling.
just having a good old time.
And then I went into a wall. It was the most lazy.
Everybody's like,
wall
"Oh my
hit.
God, you okay?" I'm like, "This
Yeah.
is awkward."
This show we talk so much about just being kind and not hurting each other, and the first thing you guys do is throw yourself into a wall.
Yep, me and Austin just trying to kill each other.
Oh, deep and heavy sigh. But my point is, you get the people that aren't athletic, that smaller, daintier, just they need that. Well, they come in and they're rolling a bunch of aggro people
Yeah,
that they're not. I don't think they're trying to be bullies,
yeah.
but sometimes you don't you don't know any better depending on the culture of your gym. And you're just like, oh, we're going to fight. And I'm going to show you that I'm better than you. Like, I won that fight. And you're never going to come anywhere close to winning. And that's discouraging to people that need the sport. They need to stick
those
in
are
it.
the people that need to be there.
Yeah.
You like to be there. And you think it's fun, those guys. The or gals. The overly aggressive guys and gals.
Yeah.
But then, like my wife is not dainty. You would think she is, but she is not. She goes after it. And but it scares off the people that need it,
right?
And that's, you just got to be aware of that, and it's hard to remember that.
Yeah,
when you go to roll with somebody, it's almost like you expect them to come at you hard no matter what.
Well, I get more of that than the other. Like, I'm gonna go 80-20. Like 20% of the new people that I roll with, I'm like, oh, okay. They actually say, hey, a few people that, and I love this, right? They come up and go, hey, how can I be a better role for you? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what can I do to be more help to you? I'm like, holy shit. Like, all right, let's get after this. So I would help them and try to, like, give them whatever information I can to make them
helpful.
Well, not even make them nothing. Just help them get a good leg up, I guess. Okay. Than more than I had.
Get them moving the right direction.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't have the right words for it, but you understand what I'm
saying. Obviously, yes.
Thanks for helping, Kip. That was. I was hoping you'd just kind of take over. Like, no, I get what you're saying. I got you, brother. And you're like, you're stupid.
No,
you're just a dummy.
You just kept going on with a sentence.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I was hoping once I started talking, my brain would catch up, but alas,
you trusted the wrong thing.
Did not.
Definitely trusted the wrong thing.
All right. Also, some of the greatest minds and greatest revolutionaries of jiu-jitsu were not people that had the alpha mentality or that kill instinct or that hyper-aggressive mindset. People like Brian Glick, John Danaher, Pedro Sauer, and others were guys that either could not be hyper-aggressive due to physical restrictions or it simply wasn't their personalities, and yet are some of the greatest minds in jiu-jitsu. Metal doesn't make one great at jiu-jitsu, nor does it exemplify good jiu-jitsu.
True that.
More people should realize that. Like, I think a lot of people go, well, I won bronze my local tournament out of 3 people, but you know what I mean. They get all excited. Like I beat
I'm
everybody.
Happy for them though.
It's cool,
just, but it doesn't mean you're any better than anybody else at jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Especially when it comes to knowledge, especially knowledge. Yeah. So many people are like, I'm great at jiu-jitsu. I'm like, yeah, you're good at what you want to do. How much knowledge do you have, though, and of techniques? You don't? Well, that's jiu-jitsu. Knowing more knowledge and knowing technique and making them perfect.
Exactly. Beating people in jiu-jitsu doesn't mean you're good at jiu-jitsu.
Doesn't mean you're better at jiu-jitsu.
Oddly enough. That's the funny part.
People don't get that at all.
No, they don't.
They're like, dude, I won my tournament. It's like, but that kid over there, that girl knows more than you by far. She's better at jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Not that you need to compare. We've talked about that many times. Like, we don't need to compare, but if you're going to, that person's better than you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, case in point is I won a cage fight. I thought I was good at jiu-jitsu and good at fighting. And then I joined a gym and realized real quick.
I was going to guess you watched the video. It's going to be my guess of what you...
I watched the playback and I went, I fight like that?
Oh my God. Are you Paul from that video? Are you that Paul? Oh my God, you're famous.
Yeah, you too famous. I hate the fact that you got me, 4 times more views in like 4 hours.
It's at 2K now.
It's 2,000 watching you.
That's more than 4 times.
You
more
won,
views.
but you did terrible on your own with that video.
Yeah, I have no words.
Remember next time when you say, "Oh, we hired the wrong guy." Fuck you.
We're creating a monster over there.
Touche,
like
sir.
A very angry little monster.
Moving on. If the aforementioned people weren't nurtured to help survive that alpha mentality, they would no longer exist in the sport, and the sport would be all the lesser for it. Yes, I know someone's going to say Danaher was a bouncer and used to get into fights a lot, but the reality is...
He still dresses like it.
I know.
So weird.
The reality is that once his hips and knees started to give and he could no longer do those, he continued with a different mission, and one could say that his greatest developments in jiu-jitsu occurred after he quit fighting in bars. That's fair. Yeah. It's funny. When I was reading this the first time, I'm like, but Danaher used to be a badass, but yeah, that got me.
Yeah, get through there. Yeah.
All right. Also, the old guard of jiu-jitsu all trained to the death, and now they're all broken. And they all say they wish they would have trained smarter. Flow rolling / technical rolling mindset.
Yes.
That was actually supposed to be the next sentence. Whatever.
Way to go, buddy.
So I was part of the old guard because I started training 12 years exactly to the day ago. And
who knows how long you've been training? Who knows?
I don't even know anymore.
It's lost in the ether of life.
Carry the one. It's gone. Yeah. So when I first started training, like it was to the death.
Yeah.
Like every time I rolled with anybody, it was to the death, and they had the same mentality. It was
Well,
just,
they had to.
yeah, it was just
They had no choice.
true. I didn't
They
much give
didn't
them a
want
choice.
to
Yeah.
die.
But I think that was, yeah. If
was-
I remember,
No,
right,
it was kind of like the school that
yeah.
you were a little bit of vagabond, but you kept ending up in schools. I know one of the schools that you were at
Yeah.
was definitely that way.
Yeah, when you get the competition mindset school, like, hey, we go and we stand on podiums. Like, I get it, it's cool, but yeah, you got the kill or be killed mindset to the death, and yeah, for me, every roll was 100% all the time.
Yeah.
And I was nothing but injured all the time. And now at 42, I'm paying for it. Like, it just nothing feels good ever.
You're not 42 yet.
I got like 3 weeks,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're 41 and
9 tenths,
tenths.
more than that.
You're going to catch up to me again.
I know.
Yeah.
Close. Old.
Awesome. When you hitting 42.
How many years you got, buddy?
How many years you got?
11 years, 12 years?
Good
11.
Lord, I forget how young he is.
He's a baby.
I know, he's so cute.
How old do you think I am, though? Like, without me telling you, how
No,
old do
like
I look?
looking at you, you look that age, if not a little younger.
I would say
Yeah.
28 to
Yeah,
32.
I was going to say like younger, 26, maybe 28 at most.
Someone came into the gym however long ago, and they're like, you like 24? And I was like, damn, dude, like, I don't look that young, do I?
You're pretty young
yeah.
looking, dude.
I would card you.
Yeah, you're pretty young, bro.
Yeah.
I'm but people have also said that about me at our gym. They're like, "You're that old?" Yep. Because I'm one of the oldest
beard.
guys there.
I was going to say the beard.
Yeah. Ooh, geez. I bet we're top 5.
Yeah.
Ew.
I can't. I'm trying to picture anybody that's older than me besides Brian.
Brian.
I'm older than Chad.
Yeah.
Older than Justin. I'm older than Jesse.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, too.
Oh, no.
Wow, I just came to a really crappy realization right there.
Well, you are called the Grappling Dads for a reason.
There's plenty of dads in the gym, bro. We just happen to be the oldest of the dads.
Trying to give you an out there, asshole.
Yeah, thank you. But Frank has kids.
Three of them.
He's like 12.
2 of them? 3 of them.
3.
Yeah.
I think he's got 3 girls. No. I don't know. Whatever. Frank's not important.
There we go. Frank's not important.
Nope.
We love you, Frank. Hate you. All right. Let's see.
Do we?
Quit fighting in bars. All right. Old guard, trained to the death. All right. Flowing, technical rolling mindset. So different one than the above mentioned kill or be killed mindset.
Yes.
The pros. Now, this mindset allows for you to explore jiu-jitsu, go into areas and places you don't normally find yourself in. This means you get to grow your jiu-jitsu in different areas and develop new skills. Hard to do when you're rolling to the death every time. Because if you have
you're gonna go to your go-to stuff,
yeah.
the thing you're comfortable with, is what you're gonna do every time.
Yep, go to the A game because nothing else
You have no
works.
choice.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, the first few things you learn is kind of what you do forever, and we all know that's what I fell into. This is how you add depth and breadth to your game. It helps develop timing, precision, and technical chaining or series.
Yes.
Yeah. It's hard to do that when somebody's fighting 100% everything you're trying to do.
It is, and especially when you're learning, because that's inherently what we're talking about is getting better. Well, when you're trying to get better, and there's somebody that's literally shaking with their muscle, like you're not getting it. It's like that's stop.
Yeah.
I'll let you choke me in a minute. Just give it a second.
Yeah. Hold your horses.
Hold your horses, you'll win too.
All right. Cons. This can lead to a lackadaisical mindset and to a careless mindset. Yeah. So, admittedly, I'm lackadaisical as hell. You
Yes.
know this.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I went
yeah.
I went full tilt one way to full tilt the other way.
Yeah.
So the reason I asked for this pro tip, I'm like, I think I'm doing more harm than good now.
You're a little bit too far. Like I told you though, it's hard for me to roll with you because my depth of knowledge is not there. So I end up still just going to the shit I know. And it's like, oh.
Yeah. You remember doing it wasn't really a drill, but it was, all right, we're going to do, so one person's like the dummy, giving very, very minimal resistance. And the other person does a takedown, gets into a side control, and then chains attacks together. And they do it for like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then a lot of us realized, I don't have 3 minutes worth of material.
Yeah. Very quickly.
And then you got to those 3 minutes are done, and then you're like, all right, next person. Then you're like, I guess
here comes the next 3 minutes. It's pretty identical to the last 3.
Exactly. Because you're used to relying on that A game, and you have that win mentality.
And reacting more to someone trying to beat you is just different. You think you're falling into doing more jiu-jitsu when probably not.
Yeah. You feel,
but it feels like it.
Yeah. It's funny that you feel better at jiu-jitsu when it's like a fight to the death.
Yes.
And then you realize when it's not a fight to the death and you're just like showing off your skill set.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
It's very brief skill set.
I don't know enough.
Very brief.
What do I do now?
Well, the other thing is like, when it comes right down to it, is I know a lot of stuff and different moves, but they escape me as soon as I start getting into it. Like, I'll just be like, oh, how do I get? It goes from how do I get in the right position to do the thing I know to I'm not in that position. Yeah. What do I do?
Some of this is a little bit sketchy as far as if I'm not fighting back quite enough, like I'm not giving you the opportunity to do some of the things that you would have done if I was fighting. You know what I mean? If I'm just kind of laying there, I'm not giving you enough material to work with either. So there's a little bit of that too. So I don't want to say it's totally our lack of knowledge.
No, there's a lot of it is to your point is some of the things I do, especially with the way that I roll, is to elicit a mistake, right? I do something to make you screw up. I was rolling with Austin, and I wanted him to drop his hand enough that I had his back and to grab it with my leg. So all I did was kept pulling on one side until he had to defend it. And once he defended, I just trapped his arm. Now,
you fell for that? Probably. He's like, yeah.
Hey, it was really good. No, and it's not. That wasn't. Yeah. It's more just for the point of, in a flow roll, more than likely, like, I'm not trying to really get that first thing. You're not going to be overly to defend it. Yeah. So more than likely, I'm not going to get to that part where you're like, oh, I defend it hard. Bam.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're going for this? Go ahead. Yeah. You're like,
I think flow rolling at like a white belt level isn't a thing.
No,
at all.
I don't even think at a blue belt level.
I was going to say a blue belt level.
You want
even
to.
Towards the end, it's hot garbage.
Yeah.
Purple belt, I think you start to kind of get a handle on it, and then you start getting better at it after.
I think deep purple, is when you're really getting a handle on it.
Well, that's like when you had me and Matt over, and you were trying to explain flow rolling to us, and we did it kind of. Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's the thing.
We attempted.
Yeah.
Was it good? No. But did we attempt it? Did we kind of like at least slow down?
Yeah.
Yes, but it's just not.
It still wasn't a flow roll.
No,
it wasn't.
I tried it too. It's
not in the true sense of the word.
So I think people get confused between flow roll and like a 50 or 70% roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you guys were doing more like a 50% thing, and it wasn't a flow roll thing. So it's just one of those things where I think, it just takes practice.
It does.
Like anything else.
I think it takes.
If
your depth of knowledge has to be deep. Yeah. It just has to. Yeah. And it's hard to get there.
And you have to do it with somebody that can do it to understand what it feels like. Yeah,
for sure.
A blue belt that can do it, Jordan.
Yeah,
to an extent. Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah,
he's better than most blue belts.
But he's pretty close to purple though. Right. The amount of work he's put in the last 3 years.
Yeah, I'd like to see him at purple. I really would.
Yeah, I would too.
Well, Jordan's such a great guy.
Do it.
Why
isn't he doing it?
Let's go. No, he's working towards it.
No, let's mock him on the podcast and
he doesn't
push
listen.
him to do it.
There's one I know that doesn't listen.
Damn it. This isn't fun then.
We've talked about it. He just
when they don't listen, it takes all the fun
out of it. He doesn't really listen to podcasts.
Yeah,
also,
whatever.
I did talk crap about an Adonis and he found out he listens to the show.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Please.
why we
I'll
do
do it again.
That's why we do the podcast.
I don't
So
care.
It's like taking your keyboard warrior level to like 10.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?
But the only problem is I'll take an ass whooping for it.
Yeah.
I will. Cordler's taught me so many lessons for the things I've said on this show, dude.
That's true.
Like, he just
Yeah,
beats the tar out of me.
My favorite was still the knee on belly. Well, he's got the only point of contact is his knee, and that's it. And he's kind of bouncing on you. Oh,
Dude, by the way, that hurt. He doesn't even remember doing that to me, by the way. He's like, I don't think I've ever done that to you. I'm like, okay, well, I'm pretty sure your
I have
knee
a
was
displaced
through
rib
me.
to prove it.
It's fine. Oh, no, I've been taught a lesson by many times.
All right. So this can lead to a lackadaisical mindset and to a careless mindset. This may mean you aren't fighting certain exchanges with your partner because you are simply flowing, which means you will never know if you could even fight them when you actually need to. True.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't really look at it like that.
No. All right. This removes your true awareness of how well you will perform under duress. Why roll like this? Oh, wait. Nope. Sorry. Why roll like this? Maybe that was a question. All right.
Your inflection was terrible.
The inflection was all wrong.
Yeah.
Edit that out.
He's going to have to edit the beginning. You have to take that name out of there.
All right. This removes your true awareness of how well you will perform under duress. Okay. So why roll like this? This far reduces the rate of injury and burnout. Yeah, we talk about that, and so much. We've seen so many people. The only one I've ever seen that goes as much as they do and doesn't burn out is Matt. Like
How? Still,
I don't get it.
if you got, and like we said, we use names of our people we know because our gym is just a good little melting pot of everybody's gym for the most part. And you have a guy that goes so much and somehow is not broken. Like, how are you not broken? Roy, he's the old guy that yet to be broken.
Fascinating.
He will be.
Fascinating.
Because he keeps trying.
People just got
He's
different.
taking knees to the face.
People just built different, man. They got like those Adonis jeans. Adonis, whatever.
Don't say that about Roy. He'll get a big head. Yeah. And he's got a mullet, and that'll just make it look worse.
Yeah, fair. My point is some people like, why can't I have those jeans? Like,
Yeah.
what must that be like? You just feel good.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought I was
That's
that
weird.
guy. I'm like, dude, I've never broken a bone. I've never done anything. Then I started jujitsu, and I broke everything. All of it.
You're what's that show where they?
A lot of it was my fault.
What's that show where they run across obstacles and they always just eat shit?
Wipeout.
Wipeout.
Yep.
You were like that. You're like, yeah, I'm doing good. And all of a sudden, just
Everything's just,
Everything
the
hit you
wheels
all at
just
once,
fell
yeah.
off. And
Yeah.
I was just hurt.
that's pretty accurate. All right. This
Well,
far,
but I'm getting so much better now, though. So here's a word to the wise. Everyone, realize if you're getting hurt, there's a good chance it's your own fault. And
facts.
and just be okay with that. So once I became, oh man, the way I'm reacting to how other people's role is why I keep getting hurt.
That's a good epiphany right there. And the sooner people can realize that, the less they'll get hurt.
Honestly, it really helps, guys. Think about it this way. If you're rolling, even if you're like, okay, I'm just trying to keep them off of me. At that point, you know you're probably using too much muscle. You're not using proper technique, and those two together are going to create injuries. It just took me a long time to figure that shit out. And $12,000 worth of surgery later. Okay, it was like 50.
That didn't work.
It was 50 grand, but insurance.
Oh,
No big deal.
yeah, it sucks.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I
Don't
just
be like us.
wanted to throw that out there. Just realize it's probably your own fault.
Yeah,
it is.
It's
Because I can roll with any of those guys. Honestly, I can roll with any of these guys that want to overpower me. And I'll be fine. It's just I won't be able to do my game. I'll have to change. I'll have to be more forgiving in myself to tapped out by a lower belt just because I don't want to get hurt. And I don't have the skills enough to stop it properly. So I'm getting there, but
it's a slow road. Like no matter
Yeah.
how much we say, leave the ego at the door. We don't have an ego.
everyone has one.
It's like shit.
Don't lie. Don't
like-
lie. Every man, woman, child has one. Okay,
Yeah.
there are some unique people I just don't care,
yeah, very few of them.
but very few. If you like, you don't even have to like yourself to have an ego. Like, you just want to do better.
Oh, case in point.
Yeah. Paul hates himself.
Nobody hates themselves more than I do.
It's probably true.
All right, moving on. So, this far reduces the rate of injury and burnout. This allows for improving mindset versus approving mindset. This allows for your understanding of any one technique subject to deepen and for your overall number of subjects to widen. This adds depth and breadth. So as soon as... we've talked about this before. When I went for the purple belt, like I had to do that, so I had to take all cares. Like I had to suspend my ego.
You had to.
For the greater good. And in doing so, I'm like, oh, I can actually learn jiu-jitsu. Like it actually...
Crazy.
The weirdest thing, because I didn't want to get a purple belt. Like I didn't care.
Yes.
But, enough of y'all berated me into getting it that I'm like, all right, but... which was cool because... It was weird. I felt like everybody understood what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I felt like I had forgiveness for not trying in the role and not, you know what I mean? Like they knew I was working on stuff and I'm tapping out to everybody, trying new stuff and trying new stuff and learning from my test. And, I felt that everybody understood that. So I didn't care. And because I didn't have the care and the ego to go with it, I could actually do exactly what he's talking about here, where I could widen my breadth and depth of knowledge.
Oh, for sure.
And then once it was all over, I actually had more tools. And then the rolling became a whole different animal after that. It was just like, it went from, hey, this is kind of fun, but it's hard and I'm kind of getting injured and I kind of do the same things and I realize I'm kind of caught in a rut, to, oh, shit, this is leaps and bounds more fun when I just allowed myself to learn jiu-jitsu rather than I got to beat him and I got to beat her and I got to beat that kid over there. And you know what I mean?
Yep.
And it wasn't like it was a conscious thing. It was very subconscious, because I would tell I would tell everybody I don't care if I would tap out, and I believed that until I rolled,
until it happened.
But my actions would definitely speak louder than my words. Until I had to give that up.
True.
Yeah. So, point taken. All right.
Get wrecked.
Get wrecked. That's good for you. This allows for your understanding of any one technique subject to deepen. Already read that. Creates a collective growth mindset. This means your teammates will improve as much as you, which long term will help you become a better grappler. The better your teammates are, the better you will be. So,
it's a hard concept for most people.
I forget who it was. I want to say there's a guy in our gym, white belt, and this was after I got my purple belt, but I was still trying to learn half guard bottom series. I was trying to get good at something, and I screwed it up, and he caught me in a darts choke, and I tapped, and he goes, "Why did you let me get that?"
Yeah,
I'm like I didn't. I was working on something that I'm not good at all, and you caught me. He's kind of like,
he couldn't wrap his head around it.
No, he couldn't. He's like, but you're like, he didn't say, but it was kind of like, but you're a purple belt. That should never. It's never happened to me before. Like I can't catch purple belts or blue belts or.
You can if they're working on weird crap, for sure.
But if more people had the, I'm just going to work on this, and I get caught by a white belt rather than going, I can't get caught by a white belt.
Yeah,
like it makes them and you better. Like it helps the entire school.
It does.
So,
they get better faster, and you have better partners.
Exactly.
Stuff.
This adds longevity to your jiu-jitsu, meaning you will be able to practice much later into life with less injuries. That's ship sailed. Allows for training to occur even if injured, as there is little risk of someone cranking on something they shouldn't. That's a great point. Why not roll like this? Rolling like this never allows for your game to be tested under duress. Rolling like this never tests how you mentally perform under duress. It can lead to a lackadaisical mentality where we aren't aware that our over easiness of the situation is causing us to develop bad habits. I will say that. So my posture, pressure, because I don't care if I win or lose. I let them do stuff to me. Does that make sense? So I'll let my posture go, and I'll just kind of and I'll let them do whatever they want to an extent, and then I'll kind of see if I can work my way out of it. But that can create bad habits if I just keep on doing that. If I keep on acting like that dead cat, like I just kind of flop over, giving you whatever you want, creates a bad habit. It
does.
doesn't allow me to get used to taking initiative. And even if I'm pulling a guard, like pulling to something rather than just kind of like
flopping,
just laying down, like whatever. Come on, come aboard.
Come aboard.
It's gonna be fine.
Molds and broken.
So yeah, I think I'm definitely doing way too much of that. I think a lot of people in my mindset just let people get away with whatever they want with no answer. It's like just let them get their grips always rather than fighting for the grips or making sure they can't get their grips or stripping grips. I don't do it. I'm like, I don't care. Oh, you have it.
Yeah. I don't.
It's like, all right, we'll see what happens.
Most of the time I don't really engage until they've grabbed like a lapel over my arm.
Yeah. So
I'm annoying that way though. I just do the stupid paw hand until somebody does something.
Yeah.
I'm like, do something with it.
Yeah. All right. Can they do Lex? And I already read that. So it's not only about if we should roll like this, but also about when. The reality is that you shouldn't 100% eliminate the competition style rolls. This will cause a lack of true awareness of your game. What we should do instead is to learn to understand when to do this and for what purpose. If you aren't actively competing every few weeks, I would say that you should only roll 100% all out once or twice a week, depending on how often you train. If you train every day, 7 days, 2 to 3 times a week, it's okay to do this. If you are training 3 days a week, I would only roll 100% 1 day of the week.
Yeah. I like that.
I think that's more than fair. Mm-hmm. All right. If you are actively competing every few weeks, I would increase that number. Let's say it's 14 days prior to competition. I would do the last 7 to 10 days of harder grappling, and then the remaining days prior to competition, more situational roll and technical rolling or flow rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, makes sense. As a general rule, you should be flowing 65 to 80% of your rolling time, and the rest should be more real competitive rolls, unless, of course, you are actively competing every couple of weeks. That's really good advice. I like that.
I like that better than that. I haven't had it put that way before,
nope, I think that's really great advice for...
Yeah. Very fair.
Very fair. Depending on if you're into competitions, depending if you train like Matt or like us, twice a day, 7 days a week, or 9 years ago. Yeah.
Sad.
I know it sucks. But it'll be over soon.
Yeah, totally. Right around the corner. Not so much.
Yeah. I'm taking vitamin D, dude. Be fine.
Everyone's taking vitamin D right now, I swear.
Zinc, though, huh?
I had to get some for my daughter because her doctor.
That's the thing, right?
Zinc.
Did I misunderstand?
I don't think
I listened to Dr. Rhonda Patrick, and I don't understand anything that comes out of that woman's mouth. It's too smart.
Yeah, there's a lot of that out there.
Yeah.
Didn't you want steroids at some point?
I'll take it.
He'll always take steroids.
If I could get steroids, I'd pump myself so full of steroids you wouldn't even believe it.
It's not awkward at all.
No. I just...
Nope.
I'm poor, and I don't like needles. It's
Those are... It's going to really hinder your steroid game.
Hold on, you don't like needles?
Who likes needles? I don't want to stab myself in the
Heroin
ass
users? I don't know.
Yeah.
They love them.
Oh, speaking of that, did you watch that Motley Crue documentary?
Yes, great.
Holy shit! Did you watch it? The Dirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof, man,
That's intense.
That's intense.
Yeah.
All right.
I hate 80s music.
How dare you?
I fucking hate it. I don't care what anyone tells me.
You're not wrong. It's been overplayed. I think overall, the tough guy mentality is over-romanticized. We should roll hard, yes, but we should also flow roll. A band that is on tour... Well, I kind of played right in. A band that is on tour performing every night will excel in their current track list. However, that same band cannot create new material. So much like the band, if every training session is a competition, there is no room for you to develop new skills. Balance is key. Roll with the intention of improvement, and when necessary, roll to test yourself. But remember, on test day, you don't learn anything new, therefore your game doesn't grow. All test day does for you is to show you the flaws and weaknesses, and successes and strengths of your game. I think that is really, really, really good information.
I think it's really good.
Yep.
It's a good one. It's
That's
almost like Curler knows what he's doing.
I know. That's one of my favorite pro tips. I've had a few of them that I'm like, that's it. That was a good one. Yeah, that's my shit right there. I like
Not
that.
too many words. Not too wordy.
No, it wasn't wordy. It was good. It was good information. It was pros and cons of everything you're trying to do, and then a good mix of if this is your goals, do this.
Yeah.
If this is your goals, do that. If you train this much, do this. And if you train that much, do that. I think that's perfect. And here's why.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got too. Austin, you got anything over there?
Wow, that wrapped up quickly.
It did.
It did. I don't know what's going on today.
That's weird.
Do we have any
Yeah.
questions? Any
No questions.
anything going on?
Gyms in Texas are open. Just saying.
Oh,
someone wanted
so we're
to
moving
mention
to Texas.
Yeah.
I'm
Texas.
down.
Everyone
Here we
else
go.
is doing it.
I know. Usually people from New York and
Rogan.
California.
Rogan did it.
Yep, Rogan did it. Now he's trying to get like
Elon
a lot.
Musk did it.
Yep. He's trying to Rogan's trying to basically create like comics.
Oh
Haven.
yeah.
Tom Segura was
Yep.
supposedly going to do it.
Yep. Well, yeah.
Did
Who
you
knows
see the
with that?
cabin with Burt Kreischer?
Yes.
That was fun.
It was fun. Not all of them were fun.
No, not all of them.
No.
A
Some
were
couple
kinda
were a little
weird.
awkward, but I enjoyed it.
Alex mentioned that there's a 60-year-old who rolls at his gym.
That's awesome.
Croyler has his Roy.
Yeah,
I think
Roy's-
he's
yeah,
around
he's
60,
around
right?
there, yeah.
Great guy.
Yeah, super nice guy.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
fun.
And also a blind guy, just to one-up it.
Yeah, you win.
In my third, fourth gym I went to, there's he was a guest, but Ryan knew him, and he was
Yeah.
he was blind. He came in and
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, I forget what belt he is. I want to say he was a blue belt, but I don't remember. It's been too many years.
That's cool though.
12 exactly, I think.
And it's probably not a show unless we make fun of Bryce. Bryce was on the YouTube and said, great show.
His gi.
Did you see his new gi?
I did. I'm a fan. That's so much better than the brown one.
No.
Oh, what?
Hard pass.
Now, I'm going to defend the gi because of the reason he got it.
Yeah,
It
the
was a
reason he got it
gift.
is awesome. It was a gift. Very cool.
I liked it.
And it's Bruce Lee, I believe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, it's cool. It's got
Yeah.
a good message on it as well. But that's an ugly-ass yellow, man.
No.
It's too bright. It's too
It's
much, man.
perfect.
No.
Okay. Once again, we're split on the show. That's weird, huh? We disagree.
Yeah,
on
that never
something.
happens.
That's what keeps it interesting. If you just agreed all the time, it'd be boring as hell.
That would
I
suck,
ju-
yeah.
It's very bright.
Yeah.
It's just bright. Granted, Chad has a red gi now.
I don't
wasn't
like.
that
I
just
don't
for
like red gi.
Christmas?
No,
That was for Christmas, but I
he
think
just
he
wears
has
that?
one. I don't know. I'm not a big red gi person.
Could you imagine what that does to your laundry if you like threw anything in with it?
Yeah, right. Oh,
It looks like you murdered somebody when you take it out
Yeah.
the first time. Like,
dude, yeah.
Who did you kill in the washing machine?
Well,
all of us, it's Chad.
yeah, Chad. It is. It's everyone's blood. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not. Red's my favorite color. However, red geese are just too much red.
You
It's
look like
that's
he
just too
did
much.
look like Santa Claus. I
Yeah,
would
and there's
say
just
that,
too much of the yellow for me on that gi. It's a
that's-
lot. I'm glad he has it.
Bruce Lee, baby. Come on.
We don't have any more like
Game
hate
of
comments that we
Death.
can dissect.
Yeah, we don't have
either.
any hate
I
comments.
got banned from the.
Oh yeah, we got banned from Reddit.
We knew that was coming.
Way to
though.
go, Austin. I didn't think it would come. Like you had
Oh,
one,
it had to. You're not supposed to post stuff like that.
You're
on
not
there.
supposed to self-promote.
Yeah, you can't self
You're
promote.
not. You're promoting us, not yourself.
That's what I said, and they don't know it's me.
Yeah.
I never said, "Hey, it's Austin from the Grappling Dads that
Right.
produced this crap." I just started throwing it up there.
Yeah.
But you know,
Maybe you got to like
the first time.
sprinkle it in with other stuff.
Yeah, but it's way more fun to get people angry.
It is fun.
And that's how we got banned.
yeah,
It's
that
so many-
dude reported
that
us
dude
again,
reported us
and
again, I bet.
and
Yeah.
again.
There's always
Yeah.
one guy that has too much time on their hands. You know.
Yeah.
Like why can't people just like chill? Maybe get a job. I don't
Yeah,
know.
relax, people.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And now I'm gonna move to a different platform because that's a cool thing to do these days.
Yeah. What platform?
I don't know.
TikTok.
TikTok,
I heard Parlor's a lot of fun.
Parlor. Yeah.
It's just funny because he got banned from like everything.
I was gonna make that joke, and I was like, "Oh no, don't do that," because
No.
then we'll get like canceled for mentioning it.
Yeah. Anyway,
I mentioned it. It was an article. I've never even been on it, so
I'm laughing. Paul's laughing.
I thought it was
Never
good.
know who's gonna be.
is that the
offended
one that
these
Elon
days.
Musk told people to sign up for, or was that something else? Elon Musk tweeted out something like you should get rid of Facebook and get on some other app. I don't
There's
know
a
what it
few
was,
of them
though.
out there though that other people. But the only problem is it doesn't matter what direction you're going in, like what your point of view is. When they make an app, one of those point of views now is take over that app,
Right.
and then another one comes out, and then a different point of view takes over that app, and it's like, well, now you're just hanging
Right.
out with people you know have the same ideas as you. That seems boring.
Right. Where's the fun?
Where's the
anger?
fun in being
Yeah.
like agreeing with everyone?
I like green bean casserole. Well,
Me too.
It's
Awesome.
So do I. And so do I.
And so do I.
Why are we here?
Yeah.
To just agree that we all love green bean casserole?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's a waste.
That's all I got, too.
Awesome.
All right. Shout out the socials.
Yeah.
Shout out the socials. So I actually pulled it up. We've got the podcast itself. It's
Hey.
on Apple.
Yep, yep.
It's on Spotify.
Yep.
Is it on anything else?
Yeah, it's on everything.
okay,
You name it, a podcast can be on it, except
Stitcher?
for, we're on Stitcher.
Spreaker?
We're on Spotify. We are on Podbean. There's all kinds of them, dude.
Oh, all right. Well, there you go. Facebook, Grappling Dads. Twitter, Grappling Dads. Instagram, Grappling Dads _podcast. Amazon, you can still do that. Link it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
We haven't
Go to
talked
the
about that in a
website.
I
while.
think we're at like $6 now.
Oh,
Wow.
Killing the
Ching.
game.
We can't afford our own shirt. Just saying. Sad. Super sad.
I did sell another microphone stand, so I got to send you some money soon.
Oh, cool.
Patreon.
Oh, yeah. Go to the bottom right side of our homepage, grapplingdads.com, and you can become a Patreon and help this show get better.
We appreciate the patrons.
Yeah, we do.
Y'all are awesome.
Yes.
You afforded this, and it makes it sound better in the car.
Yeah, good job, people.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Flick chat. Still a thing.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Still
Oh, yeah.
talking about it quite frequently.
Really good discussion on Flick Chat going on right now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks to Paul Elliott, because I don't know anything.
He
Yeah,
loves
that's-
us in Flick chat.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's
I feel
good
like
at
that's
it.
his own personal playground.
It pretty much
Yeah.
is. It's his app now.
I
It's fine.
appreciate him on that.
TikTok. I think it's just at Grappling Dads, right?
Yeah, just Grappling Dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Search it up.
I should probably
that's
post some more stuff. I've been lazy.
Well, we're at 8,000 followers. We got to get
Yeah.
to 10K, and then we can start making like pennies.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Pennies.
follow us. Then I can make pennies.
That's pretty much what we make on everything else.
Yeah.
Hey, they
Besides
all
our
add up.
sponsorships.
Except for Top Mount Apparel, damn it. They
Yeah.
come
Boom,
through.
go
Yeah,
Top
they're
Mount.
awesome though. We love those guys.
The rest of our stuff sucks. YouTube.
Hey, be nice to Mike. Tap tape. He's a good guy. He means well.
We just got to get it on Amazon or something.
Also a good idea.
Yeah. YouTube. I'm up to 373 subscribers.
Ooh, look at you go.
So we're climbing.
6 more years, and I'll have to do some nogi.
Oh.
Well, yeah. No, I think we can get there. We
getting-
have to do what the people want to see, which is more of us actually
Oh.
doing jujitsu.
More
That's
funny
true.
shit.
And funny shit. Well, yeah, that's funny shit. Us doing jujitsu. Quite funny. Quite
They like
amusing.
the clips. It's not going to skyrocket us as much as like your how to start a roll. That's by far your most successful video.
By
still.
far. Yeah.
Still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to beat it with your, fight reaction videos. But yeah, people love
they're-
the funny shit.
Yeah, we'll do some
How
fun
to
shit.
treat a white belt. That was the one idea you
Yeah,
had.
that's a great idea.
The what?
How to treat your white belt when rolling. It's going to be great.
I still have other ideas.
Super helpful
Things
for
have
white
to
belt.
go. Twitch too, which we don't really do.
Yeah, I
much.
don't really do much on
I
there.
haven't been gaming as much. I've been busy.
Yeah, same here.
Thanks, Obama.
It's always Obama.
I still think it's funny.
Yeah.
And until we get a president that can like make it that effective, I'm just gonna stick with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It totally
You're not-
works.
you're not wrong.
Yeah, no.
And that's all I got, man.
Awesome.
Cool. Hey, thanks everybody.
Thanks again.
See you.
Don't quit.
Oh, yeah. Don't quit. Keep coming. Yeah. We're good at sending messages.